All right, there we go. Welcome everyone to our Coaching Behind the Scenes for Team Viva Vida. It's our opportunity to share with you what it is we do as coaches. I have been a coach for just over 2.5 years, and I'll get into that in just a minute. But part of what we do as coaches is share this opportunity with others, because truly, if you're in this space and this coaching for the right reasons, you can't help but pay it forward, because it's been such a blessing, I know, for me and the other coaches that you're going to hear from on the line today, which are pictured here, Ms. Erica McManus and Tess Riles. We have a significantly growing team each week, each day. We have more members that join us because it's our health and wellness initiative, because they decide to commit to their own journeys first and then pay that forward to others. This call will not be to convince you to join us, but hopefully at the end you will want to, because you'll realize all the benefits that it has to offer you in your life. But that being said, it's not a sales push. It's not, I don't even like using opportunity call. I truly love using behind the scenes, because I want to give you a glimpse into what it is we do and why it makes such an impact in our lives and the lives of others. So on this call, you'll be hearing what coaching is and is not, who can be a coach, the types of coaches and the time commitment involved, how you actually make money doing this, how we share, not sell, and to talk a little bit about some of the objections that we hear regularly. Is this a pyramid scheme? I don't have a large friends list. I'm an introvert. You'll hear a lot of those themes come up, and hopefully we can address them. And if we don't, feel free. We are open books, and we will talk about them after the call over in the question section. So I am Jacqueline Hughes. I like to give these little bullet points because I want you guys to understand that this is not a cookie cutter business. There is not a one size fits all thing. You can come from any walk of life. I'm a previous trauma surgical ICU nurse, turned mom full-time and Navy spouse. I'm an outdoor adventure junkie. I'm a yoga instructor and yoga enthusiast and personal development junkie as well. I love crazy yoga pants. I struggled with a past eating disorder, and therefore I'm an advocate for health and positive body image and healthy nutrition for kids. And Erica, she's going to be joining us on the call. She's a military spouse, a mom of boys. She is involved with Silicon Valley startups as a consultant. She's a former government employee and child development specialist. She's a self-proclaimed extroverted introvert. She's passionate about whole family wellness, transitions into health, and a former thigh hater turned leg day lover. You'll understand in a minute why I make these little caveats for things that you might not think have anything to do with coaching, but have everything to do with your journey and you as a person, and therefore are very pertinent. And last but not least, we are also having Tess Riles on the line. She is an active toddler mom. She's expecting baby number 2 in August. She's a former physical therapy assistant working with children with disabilities. And she's overcome postpartum depression after a very difficult first labor and delivery experience with her daughter, Charlotte. So I love this quote at the bottom, and I think it just cues up our call well, because it talks about a lot of the mindsets that people have. Don't settle for taking what you can get. Become the kind of person who creates exactly what you want. And that's what this opportunity has done for me. It's allowed me to create an opportunity that I didn't otherwise even know existed, and was kind of stuck with where I was in my life. And I'll get into that in a minute, but I want to move forward with who Team Viva Vida is. And we are a community of individuals from all walks of life coming together to live healthy, happy, and inspire lives. That's kind of our motto. We invest in becoming the best versions of ourselves first and foremost, and then we build successful businesses on the foundation of actually paying that forward and helping others to be more healthy and live happier lives. So if you look at this little graphic, this is only just a sampling of some of the amazing people on our team. I wish I could have them all on here, but you see, Erica was child development specialist and a government worker. Ms. Danielle Porter, who's also on the line, is a mom and a grad student with an emphasis in nutrition. Her husband's in the Army. Melissa's a personal trainer. Crystal's has her master's in family and clinical psychology. We have Ari, who's a teacher, stay-at-home moms, doctors, nurses, firemen, professors. Tess is a physical therapy assistant, people in the Army, teachers, dependents. I mean, we have the gamut. And that just goes to show that you don't have to be from any one walk of life to make a successful go at coaching. It can really be wherever you are in your journey right now, and using that platform to speak to people who understand and get where you are and need the kind of support that you have to offer. We are truly better together. So I think to understand some of the concepts that we're going to talk about on this call, you have to understand how Beachbody coaching got started. And truly, it was born of itself. And what I mean by that is Beachbody, for the last decade or more, has been an infomercial company. They did really well at marketing on infomercials and online these fitness programs from P90X in the very beginning, Slim and Six, and they were really good at marketing them. But they were realizing that they needed to market better, have transformation photos, and they weren't getting a lot of people. They would get people interested and to buy them, but that wasn't what their main motivation was. Their motivation was to help people live happier and more fulfilling lives, and to do that they actually had to get results. So this picture here on the right is actually the CEO, Carl Deichler, and on the bottom, the president, John Cogden. They started the company as an infomercial business, and they fought tooth and nail against the board to actually start a coaching community, because what they were seeing happen was that these chat rooms, back in the day of chat rooms, does anybody remember those? They were springing up all over the place. And in these chat rooms, people were supporting one another, doing the programs and saying, oh, moms would be talking to their moms. Well, I'm doing this. I'm trying to lose weight. I can't make it through day 5. And other moms were giving their support. And men were like, okay, I'm doing P90X, but I fell off of this, or I'm not used to this type of weight. What are you using? And they were just supporting each other. It was true peer-to-peer support, and it started itself. So the execs and president and CEO of Beachbody noticed this going on, and the people coming out of these chat rooms were posting their videos on YouTube. They were sending their pictures back into Beachbody to be used for the infomercials. And they were like, this is what we need. We need people to actually use the programs that we're developing, because if not, we're not doing our job. And so what they decided to do, and what made the most sense, was incentivize these people using a network model, meaning, yes, a network modeling business. And so that way, when people got their program, got results, they were inclined to want to finish and to pay it forward to others, sharing their story and helping those people therefore get their own transformation. So this is truly the backstory. That's how Beachbody, the network of coaches, and what we now know as coaching, got started, just in this way. So I'm going to hand it off to Tess. She's going to talk to you a little bit more about what coaching is and what we actually do as coaches, and then what we don't. So Tess, take it away, love. You may be muted. Uh-oh. Do we lose Tess? Okay. So I'm going to take it away then for a minute, and then if Tess makes it back on the call, she can jump in. So what coaching is. So you'll see here that we have pictures of transformations from our team, and truly that's because as coaches, we are encouragers and we are customers, first and foremost. We are people who are willing to start and share our own journey and do it authentically, meaning that if you're a new mom, you're not going to be going after a program like some man coming in trying to get massive muscle definition. And so therefore, we are truly trying to inspire people along our authentic journey and help provide them support along theirs. And then we encourage them to kickstart their own and stick with it. So we're using our personal experience, the things that even if you were a professional trainer, you wouldn't be able to offer them the same kind of insight, because you yourself are doing the program alongside of them. You yourself have done the programs that they're trying to do. So you have a unique optic and a unique experience to base the advice that you're going to give them off of your own. So it's no need for you to be this professional. They've already done the work, putting the programs and nutrition plans and the supplements together that you need to get results. Our job is to truly use what we've done on our own to support others in their journey. So we teach, we inspire, we help set goals for ourselves and for others. We motivate ourselves and others along the way, because truly becoming a coach was one of the biggest accountability factors for me. We lead by our example, we mentor, we work as a team, and we share our vision and therefore our success together with one another. And this doesn't just start with people becoming challengers and doing a fitness challenge and getting results. It starts there, but it evolves into so much more, and that's what Viva Vida is about, and that's how we all came together. What coaching is not. We are definitely not a get-rich-quick or fit-quick gimmick scheme. Both the business and the fitness programs that we offer as part of Beachbody, you are required to dedicate yourself to succeed. It takes a lot of investment in yourself to finish it, to see it through. But for me, it was kind of twofold, because by committing to a program and calling myself a coach, I had that much more skin in the game. I had that much more stake to see it through and stay committed, because I was calling myself a coach, and therefore I was going to show up. So for those of you that may be watching this and starting at the very beginning of your journey, or maybe you haven't gotten to what you consider your ideal level of health, that's fine. That's actually amazing, because that means that you're going to be able to provide that unique perspective that only you can provide to the people that you need to talk to, that need to hear your message. I'm going to make sure that Tess isn't back on yet and want to take back over. Oh, Tess is back. So Tess, do you want to take over from here?
Sure. I'm so sorry. My computer crashed.
It's all right. You want to talk about how you don't have to be a cookie cutter and go into all that? I started at the top.
Sure. So there is no cookie cutter coach, just like Jacqueline stated at the very front of this call and introduced who Team Viva Vida is. There are people from all walks of life on our team, and I think that's one of the greatest things about coaching, is that you get to make it whatever you want. It's your experience. It's how you are going to share authentically with the people in your lives, and how they're going to reflect or respond or connect with you on that. We are definitely not cold callers or sleazy salespeople. I've never once felt like I was selling a product to anyone. And that's the honest truth. I just completely and wholeheartedly believe in the products that I use on a daily basis. And I want to share that with my friends and family. So just like you share, your favorite restaurant or a movie that you saw that you loved, or the hairstylist that did a great job, I'm sharing what I love, the products that I love, but I'm getting, a little compensation for that, which is awesome. You also don't need to be a fitness expert. People get the programs, and in those programs on the DVDs, those are the personal trainers. They can log into Team Beachbody and ask nutrition experts any questions that they have. So your role is not to be an expert at nutrition or in fitness. Your goal is to coach, to be their biggest cheerleader, to say, I've been through the hard stuff. I know what it's like. You can push through. You can pull through this. It is your job as a coach to motivate and inspire. So don't think that you have to be a fitness or nutrition expert either. So what we actually do and how it works, it starts with you and your journey and sharing it authentically and inspiring a few people in your life to start their own journey. So once those people are inspired, then they're going to start inspiring a few others, and then those people might start inspiring a few others, and the list goes on and on. I love thinking about just paying your experience forward. I think if you look back on your journey and when you started with Beachbody, if you've completed a program or been a part of a challenge group and you've seen the transformation within you and how positive of a change that is, and just wanting that for the other people in your life is how it works, is what you're going to do with it. So my goal is always to try and help 3 people, who then help 3 people, who then help 3 people, because that's going to cover my initial investment every month. So who can be a coach and what types of coaches are there? Again, anyone can be a coach. Being a coach is what you make it. I love this picture of Jacqueline's mom as a discount coach. Sometimes coach can be a little intimidating if you're just looking for the discount. So we like to refer to it as a preferred customer, but this is someone who loves the products, has a monthly Shakeology order, is participating in the wellness community and challenges every month, does not really want to sell anything, but just wants to get that discount, that 25% discount on all the products and programs that Beachbody has to offer. My mom is also a discount coach. My husband is a discount coach. So they have they're not inspired to sell anything or make an income, but they literally just want the discount on the products. A hobby coach is someone who has fallen in love with the products, the programs, might already be into fitness, health, nutrition, and wants to turn it into a hobby. So they may have a full-time job already, but has really enjoyed becoming an active member in their community or wellness challenge group, might even be leading or co-leading the challenge group and helping out, encouraging others within it, are openly sharing about their success with their program, and wants to maybe earn enough money to cover their monthly Shakeology order, or even be able to pay for a little bit more. I know when I first started, I went from having a career as a physical therapist assistant to being a stay-at-home mom, not bringing in any income. And there was a lot of guilt behind spending money for me. I felt very, very guilty about spending a dime on myself. And this was a way for me to earn my own money and be able to get a pedicure or manicure and not feel guilty for it. Again, you're going to save 25% on all the products and programs. And this then evolved from me being sort of a hobby coach into really wanting to build a business and become a business builder. So you're all in. You really want to run your own community or monthly challenge group. You want to grow a team and mentor other coaches. You're constantly learning and growing and teaching, again, mentoring the people on your team, the other coaches on your team, and you want to earn an income based on your time and effort that you're putting into it. So again, there is no guarantee of what you're going to get out of it, but you're going to get out what you put in. So you may fall somewhere in between those three categories that I just talked about, but what it all depends on is you. You are your own boss. You are your CEO. I love that thought that I get to earn, whatever I earn is directly correlated to the amount of effort that I put into my business. So if you ask yourself these few questions, you can really answer yourself, how fast do you want to see success? How much time are you able to put towards this? What would make it work to you? And for me in the beginning, just putting in 1 hour a day was enough for me to earn my investment back. And that was using a power hour. So I set aside 1 hour every day, whether that was during Charlotte's nap time or when she went to bed. I was used to watching TV or reading fiction books. And instead of doing that, I was spending my time every evening helping people in my life, empowering other women to become healthier, to become happier. And within that 1 hour, I was really able to grow my business to the success that it's at today, which is really exciting for me. So now I'm going to share to Erica, who's going to talk about how the business works.
Thank you, Tess. So I love talking about this part of it because as you saw in my little intro, I actually work with two companies that were from the ground startups out there. And it's been a really interesting experience to see how much difference it is in having the ability to launch a business with Beachbody versus something like that you're starting from the ground up. A lot of times starting a business from the ground up takes thousands and thousands of dollars that you have to take loans out of banks, right? You have to do like all of this baseline work before you ever start an income. And it may be 3-4 years of trial and error. And so when you come into this business opportunity, like Jackie gave all the background on Beachbody, it's a name brand. People know what Beachbody is. They may not know how much they can actually use it, right? Most people have that first affiliation of Insanity or P90X. I can't do that stuff. Like I even thought that before I actually started. Like I'm not that legit. Like I can't get into that. But that baseline is there and the whole structure is there. So you have this ability to just like walk into this open door and really have your own brand and innovate and create in your own way, knowing that these opportunities are already there and the resources are already there. And we'll talk about the resources and tools more in a minute. So the startup cost of your Beachbody business is really you. It's your challenge pack. It's the Shakeology that you're going to consume. It's the program that you're going to do every day. And the investment is in yourself. And it's like minimum $140 to start with the challenge pack. That in the large scheme of things that you spend $140 on, especially when you're consuming, it's something you're eating, it's something you're doing every day. It's so minimal and it's so worth it. And like I said, the benefits, it's an established household name. Whether people really know how they fit in or not, they're familiar with it. And that opens up those conversations because most people have that first response. Oh, Beachbody. Yeah, I don't think so. And you're like, hello, have you seen my story? Like, did you see where I started? Do you see the things that I do? Like, you can do this. This is an opportunity for anybody. And I love the branding. We actually just did we do a weekly webinar as a whole team with our upline, a lot of elite teams, and we talked about branding. And so it's so cool to be able to dive into the skill set that you have, things that you're even just interested in that you don't think would be a part of your coaching business, and really learn how to mesh that all together into somebody who you are, and it's your own brand and it's your own company. And the biggest thing that I said on this webinar that I did last week was that Beachbody is not your brand, which kind of seems counterintuitive at first, right? You're like, well, yeah, it is. I'm a Beachbody coach. But you really have the ability to just remove, anything that looks salesy at all, and create this, if you've seen Jackie's page, or you've seen Danielle's page, or Tessa's page, it's them, right? It's us. It's us telling our story, sharing our journeys. And through that, we're able to match people up with a program that they're going to be successful with. And the success is defined by what you want your success to be. And like Tess talked about, the discount coaching or the hobby coaching or the business coaching, if you have your goals and within your life, the things that you've already dedicated yourself to, the things that you're committed to that you want to do, if you know that you can help 3 people a month and that's your level of success, then that's how you're going to grow. And you'll be able to pace and train and learn and help people that way. If, the sky's the limit and you have 9 hours a day, that you can talk to 200 brand new people a day, and that's what you want to do, then that's your level of success. So that success definition is kind of cool, because you're able to detail that to who you are and who you want to be as a coach and where you want to take your business. How the business works. I also like talking about this because I think one of the first slides Jackie mentioned, pyramid schemes. And that's such an old term, and that's been thrown out a lot because unfortunately there are companies who have presented themselves as pyramid schemes. And so everybody's very sensitive to this network marketing pyramid scheme type concept. The truth of the matter is a pyramid scheme is illegal, right? Any functioning business that's a network marketing business that is a name brand and working in people's households, and there's consultants or trainers or reps, they're not illegal. Pyramid schemes are illegal. And the basic concept of those is you invest, let's say $3,000 into this company with the promise that you're going to get all this money back once you get other people to invest $3,000. And that is not how this business works. It's just the farthest thing from it. I've done some work with the JAG, which is like the Army side of the legal side of the military, because unfortunately as a military spouse and within the military community, a lot of times we are kind of open targets for pyramid schemes. And so I've kind of been on that side of it with the definition and the detailing out to our military community, what pyramid schemes actually are. The funny thing is, any business has what people associate with that pyramid shape, right? Because there's always a CEO at the top of the company, and then there's people underneath, and usually you're the person like down here at the baseline, and you don't have the opportunity to move yourself up that structure unless somebody deems you worthy of moving you up that structure. And that can take years, and that could be 10 cents for every year. I mean, it's amazing how the Beachbody coaching structure actually looks similar. If you're the top, you are your own CEO. And then those coaches underneath you that you're growing and those teams are growing, you are allowing yourself raises. You can give yourself a raise every week. You can give yourself a raise every month. You can give yourself a raise every day. It's really in your dynamic and in your demographic of how you're reaching out to people that you're able to increase, go up that structure, build it bigger. Even though it still has that very similar structure to anybody. I've worked in retail. I've worked for the government. I mean, any corporate structure, any business structure is shaped like that. So Beachbody is no different. And do I have to sell stuff? For me, this is the biggest part. I'm not a salesperson whatsoever. I worked in retail. I couldn't sell buy one, get one free jeans. If you just wanted one pair of jeans, that was fine with me. Like, I'm not like somebody that's pushy whatsoever. I was a beer cart girl in college. Like, you want one beer? I don't care if 2 is worth your money. Like, buy what you want. Like, I was just really bad at like pushing any concept of sales whatsoever. So this really was a struggle for me. I started out as a challenger. Jackie was like, hey, you're military, get a discount. I'm like, sure, I'm on a Dave Ramsey plan. I'll save money. So I signed up as a discount coach. But when it came to coaching, I was like, do I have to sell stuff? Like, I probably like literally said that to Jackie more than once. I don't want to sell anything. And that's really been the beauty in this opportunity, like I'll just speak for myself personally. And like Tess said, I've never like picked up the phone like, hi, I have a challenge pack on sale today. How can I help you? Would you like to join? Like, it just doesn't work like that. It's really relationship based and getting to know people. And the feedback that you get from people when you take the time, like sometimes I'll talk to people for 2 weeks before I even mention a challenge pack. You're getting to know people. And that's like the biggest difference in what I've seen, from other types of even home network or network marketing type opportunities is, we don't have minimums that we have to push in order to be successful, according to the company guidelines. Like, we have goals that you can set for yourself, but nobody's like, oh, you didn't sell this month, you're out. You're down at the bottom of your structure and you got to start over again next month. Like, it just doesn't happen. So how do we earn income? Jackie, I'll turn that one back over to you.
You want to take this one, Erica?
Nope, you got it.
Okay, so that's all good. Okay, so how do you earn income? What's cool about Beachbody and all the reasons that Erica just outlined in that it's not a pyramid scheme, and this is why. You're going to get into earning structure here. First and foremost, there's several revenue streams, and the first one that you start out with as a very basic coach is that you get links through Beachbody as a coach, and if anyone orders using those links, you get 25% commission on anything ordered from you. So that's your first revenue stream. And then as you start to develop these groups, and maybe you're co-leading a challenge, or maybe you've started leading challenges of your own because you really have a knack for it, or you were a challenger for a while prior to you starting to be a coach, you can start to invite people that are either discounters or discount coaches or preferred members of themselves to join you and start what I call a team. You start your own little network of individuals that are like-minded, that are working toward the same goals, which is essentially what Viva Vida is anyways and how it's got its start. And when you do that, you rank advanced. So you can become an emerald or a diamond coach. That opens up a separate revenue stream, and you can start to earn what we call cycle bonuses. Additionally, you'll earn commissions off of club memberships or subscriptions, which you earn 50% commissions off of those. That's when people open up their club account and they get access to streaming workouts live from on demand. And those are quarterly fees that roll in, and that can really add up for you as well. And then as you start to grow as a coach and step into a leadership role like myself as an elite coach, or some of the other people that are pushing for elite, then you start to earn what we call quarterly bonuses through the company, which are based on what rank you are and how many leaders are underneath of you, and what kind of support you're providing to your team and how well your team is doing. In every one of these, your income and your success is directly proportional to the people that you help and the success that they get. You're not going to be successful if you yourself are just out there pumping the well. You have to be teaching and duplicating and helping people do that. And part of our team culture is doing just that, paying it forward and helping with that duplication process. And last here, you'll see the Success Club prizes and trips. Those are incentives. They're not calculated into how you earn, but there's an incentive-based program called Success Club, which essentially is a point system that Beachbody established to determine if you want to move forward. And as Erica was saying, success is measured differently for each person, but if you want to move forward and see your income grow, your team grow, you'll want to hit Success Club 5 every month, which is essentially 3 people getting a challenge pack. Shakeology and a fitness program are considered a challenge pack. So if 3 people do that through you each month, you make Success Club 5, and they put points in a Success Club bank, which you can redeem for trips and prizes and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'll show you a little glimpse into that. So as has been mentioned so far, and just to recap, we are already set up for success. Erica and Tess both mentioned that Beachbody takes care of the nutrition side. We have Harvard levels nutritionists that monitor the back office and the nutrition sites on Beachbody and put together the meal plans that come with these programs. We have peer-to-peer support, which is the element that we provide because we've already done the programs, or we're doing the programs, and we're offering them that first-hand knowledge and support. And the fitness is put together by top-of-the-line professional and oftentimes celebrity trainers that have spent and devoted their lives to calculating these systems and putting together the right muscle groups and devising the best way to get the biggest impact in the shortest amount of time. And so they've put together our recipe for success already. Our job is mainly putting it in front of others and supporting them so they actually get the results, so they see it through. So let's just suspend all reality. Let's let you dream huge for a minute and think of all the things that you want to do with this opportunity if you didn't feel that failure wasn't even an option, which I encourage you to get into this to do. If you're going to get into it thinking that you're only going to give it 3 months, don't even bother. But if you want to get into it and think what if and dream big, the worst case scenario, if no one wants to join you, you've invested in yourself. You've started something for you. You're going to grow as a person. You're going to connect to new people, new driven, inspiring people that are on our team. You're going to face fears. You're going to face some insecurities. Erica mentioned that she's an extroverted introvert. She's also one of my best friends, and I love her to pieces. And she is an introvert. She has amazing ideas and all these thought processes that go on in between her 2 ears. But in the beginning, she had a really hard time putting them out there to the world, and she's depriving herself in the world of the opportunity to benefit from that. And once she started to develop that side of herself and let it out, she's been a majorly impactful coach and person. It's improved her life personally. She's improved so many other people's lives, and she's been able to be a blessing. And that's just her. There's so many others that share that same story on our team. What is it that you're keeping hidden from the rest of the world that is just dying to come out, that you might need just a little bit of that extra peer support to do, and to realize that as part of your potential in your life? Then, why are we so obsessed and in love with this opportunity? Well, if you haven't grasped that already, this is just to recap, because I think we've all done a pretty good job about sharing what value it's brought to our lives, but we have the personal accountability. I feel like each year and with time, I'm getting better. I feel like at 33 years old, I'm in a better shape than I was. I know I was, because if you saw earlier in those pictures, I showed a picture of me at 18 and a picture of me at 33, and I'm better now than I was years ago. And that's a testament to that we're on the right track. We're doing something right. I need to rewind the clock. I did 7 years of night shifts in the ICU. I need some help in that department. Who doesn't? Gives you that personal accountability to put yourself out front and be accountable to someone bigger than you, for goals bigger than you, for things that are going to improve your life and your relationships. Gives you freedom, both financially and by choice. And what I mean by that is, if you put in the work, if you set those lofty goals and you have income goals to get your family out of debt, which I did and have done, and I'll get into that in a second, that is a possibility. It's also a possibility to have the freedom of, where do you want to work? I'm a military spouse. I can work while we're PCSing, or while we're on the go, or wherever I need or to do this business from. And it's based on your performance. Like, you get compensated based on how much you put into this business, not when you got hired or when you signed on. It's not a matter of who signed on first is going to make the most. I have coaches that have joined after me on our team that out-earn me at this point because they have been hungrier and wanting to go for it harder and faster. And that's how this business is structured. And that's part of the beauty of it. You can work from home wherever you want to be. We already touched on that. Quality friendships with like-minded people. And this is so important, because if you've ever heard the saying, iron sharpens iron, I can honestly tell you that having joined this whole organization and having started Team Viva Vida, it was important to me to make this team a network of people that were going to not only be at my side, but inspire me to be better. And I can tell you with unequivocally, that is exactly what our team is all about. It's said that you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. I would consider myself abundantly lucky to be like the other members of our team, because I know at any given day, we're going to have off moments. We lift each other up and we empower one another. And I've never been involved with anything in my life as impactful and empowering as the people and this community that we find ourselves in. We are a constant source of connection, support, and inspiration. We have opportunities to travel, and I'll share some of that with you in a second, and experience events. We get trips to work out with these trainers, to get more knowledge, to constantly be educated by one another. I've traveled personally with Beachbody, just earned trips to Grand Cayman, Cozumel, Costa Rica, goodness, I know I'm missing some. Costa Rica, other places. I've been Nashville, Las Vegas, California. I'm missing some other big destinations. Cozumel, I think I already said, Jamaica twice, and then Bahamas just most recently. So these are trips that through that Success Club process that I was sharing with you, we earn and we're able to. And not everybody's guaranteed these trips, but again, if that's one of the success markers for you, it's absolutely attainable and can be for you. You get to build your own unique brand, and Erica touched upon that. If you're a yogi, or if you have a nutrition emphasis, or you're paleo, or maybe you've had to lose 50 pounds or more and you don't consider yourself a fitness expert, you have a unique journey that somebody needs to hear, and you are ahead of them in their journey, and therefore have important details and help and information to provide them if you're courageous enough to do so. And you get to be a part of the Good Vibe Tribe. That's our bigger network. There's no one head or one founder of the Good Vibe Tribe. The Good Vibe Tribe is more of an initiative that we find ourselves part of, and we've created a team training site around the Good Vibe Tribe. We give you all of our best tools. Those of us that have gone ahead of you, we don't keep those as secrets to ourselves. We're constantly, as Erica mentioned, putting together weekly calls or webinars or presentations or websites and trainings for you to pick up on the things that we've already learned, trial and error through, try them for yourself, see what sticks, and move forward and constantly be growing. And you also in this business build residual income. And what that means is it's an opportunity to stop trading your time for dollars. Meaning if I work and really hustle, I can pick up and go and take a few days off, and it's just like getting a paid vacation because you're still going to be making money based on the efforts that you previously did. And not a lot of people get that opportunity or can dictate for themselves how much of it they get. Even if you're at a job where you get paid leave or paid time off, you have to work a lot to bank those. In Beachbody, if you put your time in, you decide how much time you're putting in, how much residual income is going to build up, and that is on you. And it's so important that you understand that you exercise that kind of control and power in your own life, because you're either working to build your dream or you're being used as a resource to help build someone else's. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather work to build my own than someone else's and spend my time and energy doing that. So these are just a glimpse into perks and rewards and travel. Here we were in Jamaica, Costa Rica. I need to update this from our most Bahamas trip. We hiked up a waterfall and we did bobsledding all the way down a mountain in Jamaica. But these are kind of, we get together. It's not just all in line. We get opportunities to come together. In July, we'll be in Nashville together. And this is where we really get to connect with one another and experience this. And if travel is something that, like me, I thought I was going to have to put on the back burner. As a new mom, a needy spouse, we were in debt. I didn't think travel was going to be something that was on our family list for a while. And now this last trip, I was able to bring my mom and my baby girl. I would have been able to bring my husband, but he wasn't able to with the military. And so that was huge for me. I not only have gotten our family out of debt, but I was able to take my family on a vacation, and that was amazing. And so that's why I want to share this next slide. And let me preface this slide with Beachbody can't guarantee any one level of success. I don't know why this got all wonky here, but they can't dictate any level of success. It's all based on you as an individual, your time and effort. This is a glimpse into what's possible. This is Meredith. She's one of my business partners. We started coaching at the same time. And as you can see here, starting in December of 2013, these are weekly earnings, 600. She started in, I want to say October. September or October of 2013 is when she started coaching. And by month 3, this is what she was earning. And then this is her at 2015. $3,000 a month. So the income progression, and this is by week, guys, this is by week. And they can't guarantee that this is what you will earn, but if you are willing to apply yourself. And I built at a little slower pace because I have a child, but I still wanted to come into this, and I started as a discount coach and gradually moved my way up over the first month and a half. Month 1, I got more than enough in my Shakeology, which is what we set as a goal for new coaches. We want you to earn back your initial investment on you so that you can get that first win. So I more than did that in the first month. In the first 6 months, my monthly earnings were around $1,400. My monthly earnings 12 months in were around $4,000, and my monthly earnings at 8 months were $7,000, and it's continued to grow from there. And that's the other beauty of this business, is that you decide, you put forth the effort and decide how much you want to make and set your goals based on that. We have an amazing legacy and team training. You're part of 4 elite teams if you join us. Myself here as a 2-time elite coach. Meredith is a 2-time elite coach with Soul Warriors. Amy in the middle is the number 3 coach, 3-time top 10 coach, and 4-time elite coach. And her coach, Barbie Decker, above her is one of the founding members, $1 million earner, I think a 5-time elite coach or something. So we have a plethora of resources and team trainings for you to just soak up everything that you want to learn in this business. We have monthly trainings, we already mentioned that, mentorships, calls, webinars, and live trips and events. So now what do you do? After this call, you want to message the person who invited you to the call. You want to let them know that you're ready, what kind of coach you want to be, hobby, discount, business builder, so that they know what kind of tools to set you up with. Let them walk you through the sign-up process. If you're wanting to be a hobby or business builder, you'll want to mark your calendars, jump right into our team training site with the new Coach Quick Start playlist that we have hosted, and then get ready, make your way through that so you can start with our phase 1 training that kicks off at the top of every single month. It's a 2-week training where we get you going and get you started so that you can be a success starter. And then you want to be an apprentice coach in your coach's next challenge group, or start your first-hand experience as a challenger or a coach. That's how you do it. So with that, I want to bring it back to questions. I'm going to stop the screen share. I am also going to stop our recording. For those of you that are watching this as a replay, please be sure you reach out to whoever invited you with your questions so that we can address them at that time. I'm going to stop the recording.